Okay.
That sounds good.
All right, so I guess we are officially opening the meeting at 10:02. And let's do a roll call. West here.
Kane here.
Gasparini here.
And
Oh, I guess I'm here. Chris.
okay.
Just visiting.
So I'm putting this up right away because I know that you have a meeting there, April, so I'm gonna,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
And we don't have anyone, it looks like, for open time for the public.
Yeah, that's not, I didn't have that on. Did you have that on your agenda?
I did not have that on
Okay.
mine. Okay, just checking.
Yeah, I didn't have it posted with open time either, so.
Right, okay, so I went back over when Martha was hired, the date on it signed by Gary Swanson is March 7th, 2017. And she was hired as the assistant assessor and beginning at $19.51 an hour. So then I went to the non-exempt wage scale, and that put her at a grade 10, somewhere between 4 and 5, somewhere between 1903 and 1966. So closer to the 1966. So the reason that I did that is if she had started as an exempt employee then, that would have been between 14 and 15 on the exempt wage scale. And then I was counting years forward from that. And so the position has been rescored as an exempt level 3, grade 12. Am I correct, Janet?
Yeah, so can everybody see the wage scale?
Yep.
Okay, yep.
Okay. So assuming that,
Can I just ask? Can I ask a quick question?
Please.
The way I'm hearing you say that is that when she started as the assistant, she was actually at a grade 5. What you need to be looking at first are the grades, and then the step is tied to somewhat your longevity. So she would have been down at a grade 5
Down here.
Yeah, and so now the exempt, if she had been exempt, which she was not.
right.
And I don't think an assistant, because I think she was an administrative assistant first and then promoted to assistant assessor and then to principal assessor. So
Maybe, yeah.
it was a very quick transition because of Mike going out on long-term short-term disability. So she moved, I think, in November or October, November of 17 to basically assistant assessor or acting principal assessor, quite honestly. So
yeah. And so this, though, is the wage scale that exists right now that has not yet been updated by the PQB, is that right?
Correct.
Yes, it's not been updated.
Just checking. Thank you.
So if we say that she's had at least 3.5 years as principal assessor in town, whether she was acting or, with title, she would be around a grade, I would say, a step 14.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes with a lot of years experience. So that's just PA experience. That's not, of course, you need the other experience to become a principal assessor. So
Right.
I don't know.
So currently so a couple of things are going to change. Currently her hourly rate, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, her hourly rate is $25.20.
Right.
And then if I add in that $1,000, which is an annual bonus for certification, that brings her to, that's another 62 cents an hour. So that brings her currently to $25.82. I would assume that $1,000 bonus will go away with this new scoring.
I don't know. I think Jen still gets $1,000 certification bonus. So I don't know that it should go away. I think it's,
Okay, all
Chris,
right.
you know offhand if Jen gets the bonus, I think it's a bonus. And I think that whatever is in place said that they get paid that $1,000 annually. So I don't know what.
Yeah, I kind of got that impression. I honestly am just running into it. But I think that stipend, once somebody gets that certification level, is an annual stipend. I don't know if it gets figured into the hourly wage part though.
Yeah, I don't think so. I would keep it as a separate.
I'd keep it separate because I just don't know, but.
Okay, all right, but that would pay for the additional hours that are worked for certification and education.
Yeah, that comes out of a different wage or different category, I think, too. It doesn't come, it's not out of our budget, it's out of a town budget. And I don't know where it's found, but.
Yeah, there's a certification line in the budget, so it may come from there, out of the overall general fund budget. It may come there, but any kind of training would be out of, like if in your expense, in your budget for assessors, you had an expense line, then that would be where her training costs for like paying for the courses would come from, obviously, but I'm not sure the rest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we do budget for that, so.
All right. So,
but I also would want to look at the rest of the similar grade level, comparable grade level people in town on the finance team, which are in the 30 to 31 already.
all right.
And, it's not that certainly those positions come with more years of experience that I'm aware of, but I don't know for sure. So I can't speak to the other people, but I think, if you want pure, I don't know that step 14 gets her to a fair compensation.
Right.
I agree with that.
All right. So what are people thinking then? I also agree with that.
So, yeah, I mean, I think, it should be somewhere in that area, like maybe a step or two step below, or grade below. So actually the grade is already set, correct? So it's the steps.
Yep.
So, I think it should be somewhere within that, financing group. I think maybe, the accountant, probably that's a higher degree that is needed. So maybe a little less than that in that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we're dealing with an associate's degree. So my marking on 16 has nothing to do with our discussion today. That was on there from a previous discussion. So
I knew that. Maybe Darcy didn't, but I knew that.
Or Chris didn't know that. But I do kind of look at that level and say, is 2910, 2971 is the step 16 is that.
That's kind of what I'm thinking is somewhere in between one of those categories. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
To be fair and to be based on her many years of her, 17 years of assessing experience, not all as principal assessor, but as assessing experience, I think, in lieu of the degree, certainly is a more than fair trade-off for a bachelor's degree, so. Probably knows a lot more than she would have just getting a bachelor's in. Is there a bachelor in assessment? No.
No, it would have to, yeah.
Business or something, yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think, guys? 16 or 17?
And I'm sorry again, the other finance board finance group people, are they at 17 with, well, we don't have anybody that's had that much experience.
I think they're either somewhere between 19 and 20.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Too. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I would think we should do the same.
Well, you don't want, I mean, my other thing, she gets to the top of her step. I mean, I know that they're looking at updating these to 20, as we discussed, 2021 rates.
Right.
It's got to be approved by, you know, I think that's the select board makes that decision. And then, you know, I think that, I don't know.
So are you thinking go with like the 18 and then it would be adjusted when they update the scale?
I'm thinking a little bit lower personally.
Yeah, I'm thinking 16
I'm thinking either 16 or 17 because
Okay.
it is going to get increased if, you know, that goes through pretty quickly. And I'd like to leave a little bit of room for continuing on with the town personally. And it is a pretty substantial increase.
Right. Yep, per hour. So,
Yeah, what it does is it shows that we are very aware of the level of expertise this position requires, and yet still gives the town a little bit of room for growth.
it certainly makes her compensation way more fair than
Yeah.
what it has been, considering the responsibility that falls in her lap.
Yeah.
I mean, deadlines, you know, misassessing properties. I mean, these are all so critically important to the town that, you know,
And the better job that is done in this position, the less ATB sessions we have.
yeah, she works, I mean, I know she reports to us, but I think we defer to her expertise. I know I speak for me, I defer to her expertise in making many of these decisions.
Absolutely.
Even though, and she's extremely fair and does a lot of research and knows the business extremely well. So I'm fine with either 16 or 17. Chris, do you want to pipe in at all, or I'm not going to put you on a spot, but.
No, just an observation. I'm not sure how it works with this pay scale. When you're over at, say, the 17, which seems reasonable to me, that when you correlate it, it's also equal to somewhere between the 12 and 13 step on a grade 13. So, you know, I'm not sure how the position, you know, like if she were I don't know if we ever do a grade promotion, but if she were ever eligible for a grade promotion,
Okay.
you know, then she would actually hop up to a 13, for example, and she'd be in like step 12 or 13. It would be right in that neighborhood. So, I mean, there is that room for growth, I guess, responding a little bit to April's comment.
Right. Yeah.
But the 17 looks like it would be reasonable to me, not knowing exactly the amounts for the others, but I would tend to agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. Then I guess I will make a motion that we request grade 17 at $29.71 per hour as the rate for fiscal year 22.
Just be clear, it's a step, it's not a grade.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Grade 12, step 17.
Grade 12, step 17 for the upcoming fiscal year 2022 in the newly scored PPPB principal assessor position.
So that's the 2971.
Correct.
So April, are you going to fill out the PCF for that then?
I am.
Because the PPPB did not meet last week because someone was ill and we didn't have a quorum to score the COA.
Okay.
So they will be meeting this Thursday. So if we get it in the mailbox to get on their agenda, they can approve it Thursday.
All right, super. Yeah, I've got to look at this again and figure out how to fill it out and ask for help as I go along.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to try to assist if I can.
Yeah, I did get some instruction while I was driving, which,
Okay.
yeah.
This morning?
No, not this morning, last week, which is now too far. I think it was last Thursday because I was trying to scramble, but anyways.
So I do have, the previous town accountant's salary was $31.88
Okay.
at the time that Art did his thing in 2019, I think it was. And so the treasure collector's at $30.39.
Okay.
At least those are pretty close ballparks, I think.
All right, so motion has been made. Do I hear a second?
Second, the motion. Who made the motion anyway?
I did.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't know, probably not protocol, but.
I'll make a motion to accept grade 12, step 17 as proposed to move forward with the personnel policies and procedures.
I second that.
Good morning, Martha.
Hey, Martha. So all those in favor?
Kane, aye.
West, aye.
Gasparini, aye.
Cool. You're doing us right at the right time, Martha. So I got an email from Janine, and part of it we can discuss in this open meeting. Let me just find it.
Yeah,
But
you've got my message about just
I
being
did,
cautious on HIPAA regulations, so.
So part of it is that Janine has requested work from home, if possible, through, is it mid-June, Martha? To provide daycare during the week for her grandson. And then once summer comes and the fall comes, he's going to be fully enrolled in school.
Yes.
So she plans on working her day Tuesday in the office. And Martha, is that around 7 hours on Tuesday?
Yes, that's her longer day.
Okay. And then has asked for the possibility of working from home another 5 hours during the week to maintain the 12 hours through mid-June. So I guess the first question is, Martha, have we gotten any laptop clarification or any access to laptops for that to happen?
No.
Chris has her hand up because she may know, and we ran into Art the other day, so I have an update too, but I'll defer to Chris.
Yeah, I'll just pop in because I have to leave, but I'm on the ad hoc tech committee. I'm the rep for that. There is a whole rollout plan. There are 8 that are going to be rolled out in the first week, thereabouts of April. I'm not sure the dates yet. I think it may be over a 2-day period, and they're going to do the easiest ones in town hall first, meaning the least complicated from the software point of view, and then a second rollout of the final 4, like I think treasurer and others that have got more specific software. So somewhere within the first half of, say, by the middle or so of April, the ones bought for the department head should be rolled out. Now, we did not buy them for other members of the staff. It was for department heads. So if she's going to work from home, she was not on the list for a computer. So I don't know how that would work.
She might be able to use Martha's,
Right.
right? I mean, if Martha has it, then, and she doesn't need it while she's in the office.
I'm not sure. It may, I don't know. The way they set up and configure these computers, no, it would be set up for the work that Martha has to do, I think, and all of her access to vision and whatever else. So I would not assume that. I don't know that.
Okay.
Okay.
So Martha, can I ask Martha a question? What can Janine accomplish from home? And is there another day of the week that would work for her if Thursday? Is it just the Thursday that's an issue? Is there another day?
So she can enter deeds from home. She can do the The abatements, well, probably not the abatements. She shouldn't have that information at home. Really, deeds, I can have her send out, get letters for sales verification from home, which would go along with the deeds. Just give her paperwork to, when she comes in, she can do the mailing and stuff like that. There are some things to do, but yeah, I mean, my computer is set up to access Vision, so that all that can be done from an external source, just if that's allowed.
So she would just need to have passwords and a protected network to be able to work on her own equipment at home for Vision.
Well, this is remote. So when I go home and take the laptop with me, it is as if I'm sitting in front of my own computer.
Okay.
You just remote in, and it's our server. So anything that gets printed prints to the printer here, not at your printer at home. So it is as if you're sitting in front of your computer, and it's really awesome.
Right. And
because I'm not a techie, so that was just the cool thing.
So, but could you use your own personal laptop and accomplish the same thing with the proper sign-ins and stuff?
No, because you have to be able to access Vision, and the only way to access that is remotely through here.
Okay.
So
right.
Can I ask Chris a question then? So if Martha gave Janine permission to use her laptop at home, what would prevent that from happening? If she's using the Vision software from home, or if she needs access to anything. I mean, does Janine need that then, Martha? I'm asking both of you at the same time.
Well, she would log into Vision the same way she does here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not positive on the protocols on that, Janet. I know they're going to work at transferring all sorts of data to the new laptops, and I just know that there wasn't another one on the list of to be done. So,
right.
Given that Martha's already got a laptop that is functional from home, is that a town laptop, Martha, or is that your own laptop? That's your town laptop already?
So a laptop came with the office, and it no longer worked. So I had it updated with the new software. Well, no, there is no software. It's remoting into our server through the firewall. So that was done early on, maybe 2018.
So is that something Art set up, or?
Nope, Northeast IT. It's
okay.
Yeah, this was all because the office came with a laptop initially. I just had to update it.
So right now, all you can do on that laptop is access Vision, or is it got other things on it?
It has Excel. Yeah. So if I'm not remoting in, it has. I can use the internet. But if you're remoting in, you have everything. You have all your files, everything. So it is really as if I'm sitting at my home, at my work computer.
Right.
Any work I do and save is
right. No, that's the intent of getting these laptops. And so on a normal basis, Janine would be using Vision if she were in the office.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how she enters deeds.
Okay. I guess I'll just have to double check that at the next tech meeting. I'm not sure because I don't know that people were aware, and I haven't heard Art mention it. He's on the committee as one of the techies, and I haven't heard him mention about another laptop already remoting in. So I'll find out about that one. I don't know that I can answer you now.
So with that, could you give Janine the old one to use when you get your new one? Because that would be, you're getting a new one in this next group, correct?
Well, that we don't know. That we'll have to check on.
No,
So,
Martha's on the list to get a new one. I'm just not sure about, I don't know that anybody knew about the second one, the
Right.
existing one.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly been brought up.
Yeah, I mean, it's been there
The
longer.
people on the tech committee, the tech guys,
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't think they had that on their list. I didn't know about it. So I didn't, you know,
Okay.
the guys that are on the tech committee, I don't think they have that one on their list to do anything.
yeah. I don't know how they would know if nothing went around asking what kind of computers we had. So,
Well, Art had been the computer guru, so he'd been providing information in terms of all the setup of stuff in town, as well as Ed. So they've provided some of that information, I know, in terms of what programs are on everybody's computers existing already. But they may have been looking at desktops, because I don't know. If they did look at the laptop, I haven't heard about it. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
It may be known, but I didn't know that it was. But they will be setting up some protocols for how to use these laptops when people take them home. I mean, they're town properties, so they're going to be developing policies and whatever else about how to use these laptops too when somebody does take them home. So I just don't know enough to say that you can automatically just switch it over to Janine. Maybe. We can certainly find that out and make a request for that, but I don't think that's known at the present time.
Okay, and we have some time on that too. So it's great to have this discussion. And thank you, Chris, for your insight and for being on the tech committee. So you really have some insight on that. Yeah.
And can I have one more question? Is there anything on that laptop that you have access to, Martha, that Janine should or should not have access to?
Nope.
You
There's
kind of
nothing.
share- Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. Nope. There's nothing that's
Okay.
just applies to me specifically.
Okay.
Okay, great. So one last question before we close the open portion of this meeting. Martha, do you need me to stop by and sign anything today?
Yeah.
Because I was out
I
of
need to sign too. I didn't stop. I was going to stop in Thursday, then I realized you weren't there.
I think there are a couple of things.
There was a chapter land application and, but at our meeting next week, there'll be more things to sign the
Okay,
March. So I believe it could actually wait until next week.
all right, unless,
Yeah, it can wait until next week.
okay. Janet and I may be meeting just so that we can fill out some forms and, so anyways, okay. If we're near town hall, we'll let you know and we'll dash in and sign what you have. How's
Okay,
that?
that sounds good.
Just let me know. I can either drop in or do it next week, whatever's easier.
Okay, thank you.
I thought you'd gone in. I thought you were the one person that made it in on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, this is the Wednesday stuff, then yes, I did.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh,
you-
that was from the last, I think that was from the meeting before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right, that's what I was referring to.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I need a motion to close at 10:30, the public portion of this meeting. Martha, you have the link for the executive session?
Yeah, it was right
Okay.
underneath, yeah.
I make a motion to move it to executive session.
I second that.
All those in favor? West, aye.
Kane, I.
Gasparini, aye.
Okay, guys, see you in a minute.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Chris, for coming too.